Yeah.
Hi, thank you. My name is Frank Katy, Pmr Hoa board, and we want to welcome you to our first meeting of the year. We have 3 agenda items tonight. One of them, we just got our December year-end results, literally today, from March. So we're kind of reviewing them in real time with you as well. I believe Beth sent out a link so that everyone can pull them up on their own. We're going to have Ed go through the results. I just want to commend him as our treasurer. I don't want to get out in front of him. He did a really fantastic job this past year. We have one statutory item. We need to vote on officers in a public meeting for the coming year. And we want to give you an update on the Chinese New Year and we'll briefly talk about our upcoming calendar and events, but we're going to handle those offline and present those back. So, Madam Secretary, do we have quorum?
We have quorum.
All right, we'll declare quorum. All 5 members of the board are here today. So,
We have.
with that being done, why don't we knock out the officers first? Do we have a motion to either keep the slate the same, or does anybody want to change roles?
I say let's keep this slate the same.
Do we have a second? Okay.
Sam second.
Any debate? Are there any objections to keeping the positions the way they are? Anybody want to change jobs? No. There's no objection, and the motion.
Hold on, wait. It says mute. So can you just start that part again, Ed? I'm so sorry. We're good.
Okay, so our year income. Provided us a net surplus of 188, 127, $40 for the year against the budget surplus of 159, 882.
Yeah. No, it's not going to help. I'm not able to get any out because I'm using a hotspot. So it doesn't matter what hotspot we use. It's just a hotspot. Mine's AT&T, so it should be. Oh, yeah. Let's try. why don't you come over? Is it iPhone? Hold on, let me mute you while, hold on, wait. Let me mute you while you. All right, do you want to welcome people back and tell them we had to change Wi-Fi's?
Yeah, welcome back. We had to change Wi-Fi. Hopefully that is now working. Welcome back and start. Expenses for the year $1,276,751.36, providing a surplus budgeted surplus of $159,882. Our balance sheet shows total assets of $3,081,593.32. We have $2,349,680 of operating cash and $642,185.42 reserve. Current $1,923,840.07, and our liability to set funds that have been account 24 become a prepaid assessment liability. On the sheet property, prepaid assessments that are included in the balance. Our capital allocation, we have operating fund 1,461.2, 2.2, plus of 214,324. And that's for sale, and that's net income this year. Hello?
Yeah, try.
Hello? We might have to move on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be lagged. It's going to be lagged because it's got to be streamed. Okay, cool.
Okay. Moving on to variances, against our total income, we had an increase in total income of $64,316.85 for the year. That was made up between two elements. One is we contracted with Avalon to use our Pine Mill to use our amenity. That brings us in $30,000 annually, and we also, through our treasury management and improvements in T-bill interest rates, we achieved $64,316 more income. Things that were not budgeted that hit in our books was we had some pretty significant pest control costs for removing a number of skunks from the neighborhood during the year. We also did some upgrades to our phone and internet facilities that were not accounted for in 2024 budget. And there was quite a few community events that were not budgeted, but that we paid for to continue our increase in community event participation. Our loan payment currently is down to $750,000. So we've paid down $700,000 at this point. The loan itself will be completed and paid off in the first quarter of 2027. So we have 2 more full years of loan payments. The reserve fund, we finished the year at approximately $512,000 in the reserve fund against our prescribed amount in our reserve study of 412, so we're about $100,000 ahead. But we will look at our reserve allocation that we have budgeted, and we may adjust that to maintain that 512, because that's the amount that's prescribed for the end of 2025. So we'll adjust what we're allocating to accommodate and maintain our current balance, but also support our project fund and from the replacement fund. I won't read all the projects that we completed this year, but there was a significant amount of projects that we finished. We are currently underway this year. We're already contracted for plastering of the Olympic pool, new coping and tile work. We've added an ADA compliant access mechanism to the pool, and we're going to continue to do other improvements with our furniture and our umbrellas, getting ready for the swim season. What do you want questions to get to?
They can type them in. Oh, you mean if they have any questions for later?
Yeah.
For later, they can go ahead and email them to treasurer.
Well,
I'll put it on the stream.
other news, in the report, there's an aging report. We have about 83,368.72 that's aging accounts receivable that are over 90 days. We're currently working with our lawyer and legal staff to actively and aggressively collect these funds. We're also planning a session with accounting and CPAs to look at how we approach these funds and declare bad debts, take them off the books. So there's a summary of violations, and for the month of December, we have 31 violations, and 23 of those closed for the month. That's it for the financial side. Any questions, Tom?
want to make one comment about our aging. You notice that the police have about provided assessments, whereas the permit fees and interest account for about 50,000. Everyone's just better off if they can work things out with the property management company and Mark, rather than letting this go and just turn it over to attorneys and start wrapping up something. The board was not interested in being involved in the court, so charging interest. We want to be good neighbors, but we can't do that without the assistance. If you've got issues, or you've got payment issues, please reach out to Mark sooner than later. If there's no questions online about financials, and I don't know, we don't want to take care of things when we did the officers.
They heard us when they did officers, we can do it again. But can you tell if it won't let me put in the comment because the YouTube thinks it's spam since I put in an email address? Can you tell them the email treasurer at Pmr?
So if there's questions after today, if there's questions online about our financial results, if you email treasurer at pmrhoa.com, we'll let those up and then send out a document later that restates your question and then provides the answer if you think of something at another time. Again, I want to commend on a job well done. It's not easy. This job is not easy. We have a lot of maintenance, and we have a lot of maintenance coming up this year. He's done a fantastic job. For those of you that are in the meeting, we're not going to redo the motion. If it was an audio issue, we had a vote to the statutory requirement that we do in the public meetings, select the officers. There was a motion to keep the officers the same. There was no, we had a second, there were no questions, there were no objections. And so the officers will all stay the same. We only got one item left on our meeting today before we open it up, and that is to discuss Chinese New Year. It's coming up pretty soon. And
Lunar New Year.
New Year.
So this year will be the second year we celebrate Chinese New Year, which is a Sunday. So we learned last year, so we managed that, and we will have to perform. And I believe we will have fantastic celebration this year. So, we have enough volunteers.
You have enough volunteers?
So, yes, and we wish that will come to join us to fun.
Everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome.
Yes, everyone is welcome. Yeah.
There's been an email, e-blast, and there's been a Facebook post with the rundown of what's going to happen on the day.
Okay, so there's an email that went out, and there's on Facebook, there's a phenomenal job last year. If he says it's going to be better this year, I believe in it. Two items that we put on the table, we had hoped to get done by the body, but we didn't. We're going to get a calendar produced for the coming year of public meetings. We're going to harmonize that with the Katy Independent School District calendar and holiday calendars so we're trying to avoid times that our neighborhood can't come together. I think we've agreed on at least once a quarter we'll have a public meeting for everyone. We want to be as transparent as possible in all that we're doing. If you have any questions at any time, you can email me at president@pmrhoa.com or to Mark, and we're here to answer your questions and be responsive on the board. This other item that we had on our calendar, we didn't get done today, is our social calendar events. Here we had, this year we had an Easter egg hunt, we had a full opening.
4th of July.
4th of July, we had a busy day. We had in the summer, we had Eid on the bar Diwali, and Christmas. I think we're looking at doing all of those again. I think volunteers, we have a budget for it. But we don't have a calendar for you on those items today. I think we'll get one out in the mail in a few days. Let's do
We are working with the blood center to do an upcoming blood drive, so we'll get more information about that.
Okay, so there's a blood drive coming up. And one other item, the military recruiting station is going to be leaving our Monday Center, I think on February 6th, for a meeting here, parents and kids talking about education, dollars and careers. They're also talking about finishing flag before the 4th. See if that comes together or not. If it's no other business and there's no other reports, I think we can move into some questions. If there are, it's to approve the prior meetings. We have to, first of all, can you get a motion to waive the reading of it?
I motion to waive the reading of the prior minutes. Josh, what's
Are
second?
there any objections? Okay, we're going to post them online because we do want to be transparent. We don't want to sit here and read this out and notes to you. It just has been a waste of time. Let's see if there's no objections when we bring them back to the meeting to the prior meeting. And if there's no other business, we can move into Q&A with the residents.
Also, on Q&A with the residents, please do not identify your home address. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Okay.
Yes.
But he's continuing to do everything. And then there's all this. He has to pay. It's about to get on. He's so. So I need to go on and pay across the street. Stay right there because when I spoke to me, so I can they something else. It's where stops. And it must be different. But don't say it's kind of down the road.
So, first thing that I would say to everyone that's listening is we have a management company for a reason, and that is we don't want to have neighbors reaching out to neighbors with an issue for the reasons that you discussed. And we also have an architect separate criminal board, which is actually that's that sheet. C-based. We don't have involvement between residents and the park and between the board and the residents. We use the management company. But the management company isn't being responsive, then anyone in the neighborhood can reach out to me. I'm gonna, have Beth send out my phone number, my email again. Pmr and I'm happy to share my phone number. Let me be your interface between you, the resident, homeowner, and the property management company, and we need to resolve it through proper channels. Any neighbors can have any conflicts with their neighbors. We don't want that. We don't want that conflict with the board either. It's their responsibility. I understand that it's to the homeowner because that's the way that the
law is.
The law works. And so there are notices that they'll allow, and eventually there's fines if there's not collections, and the homeowner will eventually receive those fines if they're not collected, and they end up on that next to last stage.
The not
Okay, nevertheless, if there's a problem, I'll make myself available to any homeowner. Like Monday through Friday from 9 to 7 p.m. I will take your problems on myself, and I will follow up on work myself. After this meeting's over, Mary is from the mark. Maybe you can have a sidebar conversation with her. It's okay as well. You tell me, and I will work on your behalf. Very much. I do need to say that in theory you can help me, but there is a process, and it's not very rapid. There is a letter that goes to the homeowner, and it's a courtesy letter. After the courtesy letter is there 30 days or 45 days. 30 days. Then an official notice, it's a served notice, goes to the homeowner. And then 30 days after that, if there's still no compliance, then the fines mechanism starts. So they start getting fines every month, and they increase. Every time the fine goes out, it goes from 50 to a new amount, and a new amount, and a new amount. And then I don't know how many fines are issued to them, but then it can be turned over to our lawyer, who then can take action if there's anything illegal going on. But generally speaking, once the fines start against the owner, and the street that I live on, we had a big truck being parked up and backed up in the driveway and back and forth, and it was a leaser that was doing that. Eventually, the homeowner started receiving fines, and she physically removed that person and moved out the new tenant. But it probably takes 4 to 6 months for that to finally happen. So there isn't like a police officer can come out and prevent and stop it immediately. It takes
And that's state regulation.
and that big process is not long. Yeah. So it's educated people. So I would recommend that we need to deal with our property manager, that you use your email and not phone, because now you have a record. So it's not necessarily just you against them. You have some mechanism of proof, and photographs do help, because I like myself. I kept taking pictures every month of this truck parked in the driveway and sending them to Infomart, because sometimes when they would come by, the truck might be gone, and then that stops the drive. So, yeah, all the help you can provide, it does, it will document. If we, or, we're vested in holding for the community. We services fee, we have a list of service level agreements, and we expect that they will perform the things that we contracted them to do. In fact, we have a meeting coming up. We have a customer survey that came out in December, actually, that we didn't really go meet the board. From Infomark, there's another manager that reached out to me. And so it's on our list of things to do collectively. I wasn't going to reply to customer service survey. And so we met as a board to talk about kind of these loose things that we hear now and again from people. And like, for instance, have to put together our financials and how happy people are. And so we're not making to get stress and provide stress. We want to make sure that they understand where there might be an opportunity for improvement, either from a process perspective or from a personnel perspective. So just know that talking with Informal, that there are proper management, the board provides oversight back to them. And we're serious about it. And we meet as a board and we tell them things are not acceptable. We have close conversations with someone. They're ready to get the activity, and then we're happy. And so we do have a good board here as well. Absolutely not shy away from necessary improvement. If you don't have any more questions on it, we can be offline with Mary, but I know that's still up for all of our homeowners. Don't get involved with a neighbor, reach out to Pmr. There's due diligence that takes a process. And it can look at 4, 5, 6 months before resolution can occur if it's a statutory item. If you're not seeing resolution, you can reach out to the board, and the board will then reach out to Pmr. And then we might come back, we'll circle back to you and say, here's where we're at relative to the law. So I hope that. Okay. Okay. You're welcome. And I believe the question is about trees. I think you can take that offline. But they did respond. Make sure everything comes. Give it a but this make sure it's on property. Living there, most of the trees and easements and common areas are maintained by the mother. We have kind of authority over that space. But it's really a little bit far, that's fine. So we spend the time to get away, it needs to go somewhere else. Are there any other questions on what? You have more questions? Okay. So, I'm not certain, but you can't change someone else's address, it's my guess. The person who lives there needs to put in a change of address. It's only good for 12 or 18 months, and then they have to put in another one. My advice to you is to get a rubber stamp from Staples or Office Depot that says, does not live here, and then just drop it back in, and eventually it will get returned, and hopefully.
You can also put a note inside your mailbox so that you can also put a note inside your own mailbox that clearly type it out, that it clearly states only accepting mail for this family, or something like that. So hopefully the mail carrier might see it and go, oh, that family doesn't live here. It may help, it may not, but I've had to do that before.
For sure, they can get involved in the local service.
There you have the other items.
I would like to address, some of the violations of for privacy reasons, we won't be able to disclose meetings on our groups. But we're actually allowed to use people. If you were to speak to myself, or my book, we would let you know. And that's all we can do. We asked her if there was certain reviews to help with that, because that's usually part of that money. So we rely on, and we're in which is particular. We asked her, so it's not a capacity for issues that we're out on property once a month, so we can see exactly what she's seeing. So those were the full class. There's also certain situations, and before the end of the situation, you would also have to be willing to testify. So items are also neighbors. Maybe it's few that we cannot go involved with legally just because this was not definitely address. So we just want to let you know reasons we won't be able to talk. You also allow us that the process we are not there, but we can definitely business.
Okay, so we're tentatively scheduled for April, for our next board meeting. We're all available to you, between, now and then. We're going to be publishing our documents. That we can keep an eye on what we're doing. Again, we want to be transparent, we want to be acceptable. We want to take care of this neighborhood, we want to maintain the investment that you made into this neighborhood, and we'll again, possibly, increase the value of it. With no other business, or no other questions, get a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
What's that? This meeting is over. Thank you for joining us. Thank you guys for setting this up. Thank you.